Hi, I wanted to post some interview tips for candidates. I frequently get asked, what should I do? How do I prepare so that I'm more successful in the interview process? So there really are some very simple things you can do to separate yourself from other candidates. And that is prepare, prepare, prepare. I can't stress that enough. Just don't go in there and wing it. You will not be successful. It's like anything in life. You want to make sure that you research it and you do the best you possibly can to be as prepared as possible. So some very simple things I suggest is, number one, make a list of things that you want to make sure that you do before the interview. First and foremost, review the job description again, just so you have it fresh in your mind and you know exactly what the job is all about. Secondly, you want to go on and make sure that you review the website. And you'll see products there, you'll see their vision and mission statement. You don't have to memorize all that. You just have to have a good understanding of the company. You'll also see like a news or announcement section about the organization. You want to know when it was founded, if it's a venture capitalist company, if it's privately owned, if it's on the stock exchange. You just want to know information like that, obviously, about the organization. Who the leader of the organization is. You want to have familiarity around that, maybe how many employees they have. It's very easy to find out that information. So you want a job description, website, look them up on LinkedIn. Whoever you're interviewing with, make sure you look them up on LinkedIn as well so that you're familiar, you can see their face, you know how long they've been with the organization, you know where they've come from before, that sort of thing. You just want to make sure you know that. The other thing is, if you're going in person, or even if it's on the phone or in video, make sure you have a copy of your resume beside you in case they ask you questions and you need to reference it. If you're going in person, obviously, whether it's a video or in person, you want to be dressed for success and have the professional attire or what's ever appropriate for the role that you're interviewing for. You want to have a note paper beside you so that you can write anything down that you want to make sure you can remember for future interview that you might be going on to next. The other thing is you want to have 2 or 3 questions written down so that when they ask you, do you have any questions or anything that is in your mind and you're curious about the role, or you want to make sure you come away from the interview knowing that you've written 2 or 3 things down. And those things might be some clarity around why is the job opener available, what would be the interview process that will be happening after this interview. Is there anything about you as a candidate they'd like to know more about that maybe wasn't discussed in the interview that you could expand on? Anything about career opportunities that you could expect if you were to join the organization. What does that progression look like? Anything that's important to you, you want to know. If it's products that you're wondering what might be coming down the pipeline, where they stand from a competitive perspective in the marketplace, anything like that that's really important to you. And just make sure that you are prepared and that you do have these key things that you have. If you also have time, depending on how much notice you have for the interview, I highly recommend that you reach out to individuals that are maybe in the industry or somebody that works for the organization. You reach out to them on LinkedIn, ask to speak to them, just say that, just wondered if they had a moment that you're going to be interviewing with the organization, would just love to be able to have a conversation with them to get the perspective of the organization and any tips that they might be able to provide you. People like to be able to help, so don't be afraid to do that. Top performers do that, and these are some of the key tips that I do recommend. I find when candidates come to us and we're interviewing them and they're very well prepared, they've got great questions, they've looked at the job description, they know who we are, those candidates are impressive. They show that they're curious, they're resourceful, they are interested, they take their career seriously, and individuals like that do get the opportunities. So hope you find these tips helpful. If you do, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and we do post a lot, I do, on our channel here for career tips. as well as life sciences industry information. And I hope you'll join us again. Take care.